父さん、お母さん。アイシクレッジ、クールダンセ、デルターストライク、バルキリーアナトミア。魔物さん、穴があったら入りたいですか？
Hey guys, it's Cher talking and back for another video on this channel. This time I'll be giving a look on Yumei. This character here is sharing the spotlight with Arbiter Hrist on the same banner, and she's kind of overlooked because Arbiter Hrist is what everyone is after, but don't fret, this girl here is very good, and I want to explain all the good things about her right now. Well, the first thing we need to give a look at her status, and her status are the highest so far from a sorcerer. She has more status than girls like Odyssey, than Amelia, and then She-Hulk, or currently highest status from sorcerers. So, well, she's on F activate type of character. She gets 1.5,000 attack and mag, and 750 defense and mag defense. So, well, she also has a unique orb of the green color, and we'll start talking about the other good things here when we give a look on her normal attacks. That's the first thing we need to give a look. And there's a very funny thing here. Besides being on the sorcerer class, Yumei uses generic type of magic. Her natural element is ice, but only Frigid Dancel is from the ice element. Ice Cycle Edge, besides looking like an ice attack, is like non-elemental. You can kind of change the element of this attack and use another type of stabs with other elements, and still do some okay damage with Yumei, because Yumei at least has some very good mag attack. But you can see that both attacks have the same multipliers. I tested this by using friends with Yumei with another count I have. So you see that there's 4 hits with Icicle Edge and 2 hits with Frigid Dance, so they have the same multiplier because she's using generic type of magic. It's the same magic like Lucia and other characters from the ice element uses. So, well, by having the Icicle Edge with non-elemental attack, if you get her to 6 attacks, you have 4 Icicle Edges and 2 Frigid Dances. So you can still do a lot of damage with convertible elements. You can still just use a staff on fire or the other element and still do some okay damage. And, well, you can see that her Purify dodge doesn't increase that much. It's very standard for most characters besides Norn and Killy. And her Purify attack is not that high. You can see that it's 6.5 multiplier and only 2 hits. It's just average, not below or above it. We have the final multiplier for her 3 attacks is only 8.4 multiplier, and it's not very high. Because she uses generic magic, and generic magic is better on the start of the game when the characters didn't do that much damage with normal attacks. So because of it, she has something that may help her get to standards of recent characters because of her passives, and that's what we'll be looking right now. Let me just change the picture here, and this is the picture. Well, first of all, I had to make some changes on the screen because she also has something new. And the first thing that we need to talk about is this Ice Blessing. Ice Blessing is an incant skill. Incant skill are the skills that you can use by swapping to the right. And this skill here will increase her normal attacks by 30% for one single turn. And can only be used twice in battle. So she will be getting up to 50% increase on ice attacks if you can get this to the max. But it's very hard to get to this max. You have to use scrolls, bronze scrolls, and then or just use some other weapon with the same Ice Blessing that you can get. The past Valhalla Assault also gave this as well. And so after talking about this, her orb skill has the F activate and also increases 30% on mag and nice damage. It's the very standard for her generation, but also a little above most characters we have so far, but only not comparable to Arbiter Hrist or something. She has the same amounts of increasing damage like Creation Valkyrie, for example. And, well, besides the orb being very good because she kind of lacks the power to make her normal attacks that good, and she kind of needs it because she has Ice Blessing, she will get a lot of damage by Wonder Arts, her first passive skill from orbs. It greatly increases mag and nice damage dealt by ice attacks. The correct value are up to 60 mag and up to 10% on ice damage. That equals 70k% increase. That's half the value that she gets. Half gets more from the first skill, and the other half comes from the orb. So that's a very interesting thing. So you get this skill to level 5 and you have everything you need to get damage, and if you also have the orb, that's the best thing yet. And then after this Wonder Arts, we have Shielded Package, and Shielded Package increases the dice damage and also the increased crystal drop rate. Well, Yumei is not exactly a farmer for crystal because she doesn't have that many hits, just like something like Valkyrie or something like even Leon has a little more hits. But still can be used in Valhalla Assault or something like that. She will deal increased damage as well for ice damage by up to 12% with the same passive skill. I don't really recommend it. This is her worst skill in my opinion. Just focus on green and black. The green is the best one. It's called Mother Ocean. It's the best supportive type of passive skill in the game so far because it increases both defense and mag defense, and also gives you some resistance to all status ailments. And the resistance values and the defense and mag defense values are unknown. Unfortunately, we can't test this. It's so easy because I don't have the character, and it will take a lot of runs to get the values, and calculating resistance to the buffs will be crazy, and it's difficult to get. So I expect this to be either 5% or 10% increase in defense and mag defense. It should be 5% because it's increasing two things at the same time. The most characters of her generation only increases one status by 10%, but she's increasing two status at the same time. So I think that's 5% at the max, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increase, and resistance on something like 10% by each level. This is what I think it is. Not so sure, we can test it. And that's kind of awesome because, well, a lot of content will have status ailments, and giving this to your whole squad with a single character makes it very worth, and makes her a very good supportive character. You can just bring her with Shrook in content that's weak to Holly. She will perform very well, or you can get some other supportive type of stabs in the future, but she will work just fine. And well, besides this, we also have Lapis Lazuli. It's her limited skill, and it will increase the mag of all characters in your squad for 3 turns, but the increase is very low, it's only 5% increase. By having it lasting for 3 turns, the buff is always lower when we have this type of skill on passives and limited skills. And besides this, we also have a part assist information that it's only weapon assist, she doesn't get character assist, and her part skill is Ice Dance. Ice Dance is okay because it's just like something that you have to invest in the end of the game, but not exactly a priority. In the orb priority here we can talk about is black and green have the same important thing, and the white is not that good, it's inferior to the other 2 colors, just so you can choose your equipment. And green is very good because it also has all up, but green is already from her orb skill, then you have to decide probably to invest on black with your other and common orbs. And well, that leads us to the maximum damage potential of this girl, and it's 142 max by calculating all the passives that she has, with 5% plus from Lapis Lazuli limited skill. It's very high average from a type of character from her generation, but she doesn't face too much competition on the sorcerer type, and especially on the ice element, so she's very good to be used, and she has a very high damage compared to things like Lucia, because we don't have any other thing to compare right now. Well, and the holes that she can feel, it's being an element resistant type of buffer, defensive buffer, crystal farmer when you need it for Valhalla South things, and deal ice mag damage. That's the holes that she can feel in my opinion. That's it guys, I hope you can just enjoy this video. If you enjoy it, please give a like or a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. I really need your help to get to 1000 subscribers. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. We see each other in the next video. Bye.